How many of us like the locally produced rice? Have you even tasted it before? Do you just have a certain mindset about it, so you don't even want to see it? Our next conversation will perhaps change your mind. You want to try locally made rice now and see how it goes. Let's speak to policy advisor and project manager for the rice project with the John Ajikum Kufuor Foundation. There is a rice festival that she'll tell us about. First of all, Nanama Opondia, good morning. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
You know, what is it about rice? You know, like everybody's looking for perfumed, and we actually don't even know where it's coming from. We don't care. Once it's perfumed, then we are running to what? Why don't we like our own local rice?
Actually, I think the term you are looking to use is aromatic rice.
But then when they advertise it, they say
yes, perfume, because that's what we always say. But what we are looking for, I think Ghanaians are used to the foreign rice, which is highly polished. It looks nice. It doesn't have stones, and it's aromatic. And now the thing is, we at the foundation, together with the other consortium members, MOFA, Interval, Hoopline, and the seed producers, we are trying to get the local Ghana rice to be like the foreign rice. So for now,
in terms of the finishing,
yes, in terms of the finishing, and actually, the Ghana rice is very fresh. Most of the time, what you are consuming is coming from either the previous year or in that year. So we'll be harvesting in November, and most of the rice you'll be consuming will be from what was harvested in November, because we don't have enough yet to even store. So if you eat Ghana rice, it's very fresh. There's not much processing or additives or anything.
But you don't see a lot of that even on the market.
It's coming up right now. Actually, I think what is deceiving us now is that the packaging is changing. So now it's looking very much like the foreign rice. So if you look at the Janihnes, you look at the rabbit and all, the packages are very nice, they are attractive. So they don't even look like the local, the former, what we used to call the Ghana rice that had stones. So the packaging is changing. So I think we are also confusing it. But yes, I agree with you, we don't have enough. But we're working on that, and that's why this project is in place, to make sure that, first of all, we build the volumes, we get access to market, so that you and I, on our way home from work, we can just stop by any shop and get the Ghana rice. And then we're also looking at coordination at the level of the local government, even continental, ECOWAS level, and subcontinental level.
You know, we've been at this for a while.
Yes.
Trying to get people to consume the local rice that we produce. Are we changing?
Gradually, we are changing. In fact, last year during the rice festival, after the festival, we were not even getting rice to sell, because those who came there and tasted it were so happy with it that most of them bought a lot to store. So right now, like I said, we are trying to double production. For example, most of the time we get about 2.5 tons per hectare. We want to move that to 5-7 tons per hectare through good agri practices. So that's one of the things that the project is also working on.
We know in Nigeria, and they say it all the time, they consume what they produce. You know, you're forced to eat it, and they're used to it. But I was even asking, was it yesterday or the other day, how the foreign food chains, what do they do? And one of my colleagues suggested, but if this is the rice that we're using, then that's what they have to use, because the people already have a taste for that kind of rice. Yeah,
actually, another issue we had back then was the varieties that we're growing. We're growing these varieties that people didn't have the taste for. And you know, taste, it takes a long time for people to change. And so now we are growing the varieties that people are used to. So we are growing like the jasmine variety, the agra, and the Togo Marshall. These are varieties that are people like the taste.
So we could actually produce that kind of rice.
We are producing that kind of rice in Ghana. Yes, it's just that, like I said, the volumes are not as high, so we have not reached that place where we are going to say that, okay, we can produce everything we eat in this country. But we're working towards it. So the foundation, one of the things we are doing under the project is supporting policy change. So we have the National Rice Development Strategy, which we've drafted, and the target is to be able to get enough rice for Ghana by 2023, so that we become self-sustaining in rice production.
Okay, so this festival is ongoing just this morning?
Yes, this morning at the Ifwa Sutherland
So should I
Park.
brought some rice water or something? Then, you know,
we preparing it, so we want you to come there and taste it. There's going to be rice competition. There's going to be different varieties. So we have the brown rice, we have the polished rice, we have the parboiled rice. So there are different varieties. In the north, for example, they like the parboiled. In the south, mostly they do the direct meal, the polished one. And then there are, for health reasons, people also do the brown rice, which is very nutritious. So Ghana rice has all of these kinds of rice. So come to Ifwa Sutherland Park and then...
And give them some names. You know, you'd see, we call it rice water in Ghana, but then you go to America and also they've given it a different kind of name, which some sophisticated name, but it's the same rice water.
I know that they are eating pudding or something like that.
Yeah. So give them some, you know, some wild names.
We will.
Yeah. So this is on from this morning to what time?
It's till evening.
Okay. And it's only one day?
No, it's one day formally, but the campaign still goes on. So yesterday we started with a documentary on your TV station on creating awareness on the new Ghana rice. And in fact, we have the Food and Drugs Board, the FDA stamp.
Okay.
We also are certifying for Ghana from Ghana Standards Authority. So we want to make sure that it's certified and it's the same as, it's similar to what is coming in.
Yeah. And we have to be used to the names as well, so that when you go to the market, you know exactly what you're buying.
Yeah, another thing we are doing is we want to, you know how some people have their logos on it that shows that this is certified rice. We also want to have something like Ghana Rice Interprofessional Body, which is the body that is making sure that all the value chain actors are taken care of, and they are also going to carry on with the advocacy. We are going to be having logos, their logos on the rice bag, so that immediately you see it, you see that this is certified rice from Ghana. Okay,
because you know other people can go to the other countries and have them repackage it, so you see it, you think it's Ghanaian, but it's not. It's just been repackaged, so we are not confused.
Yes. So we want to ensure that the Ghana rice is well packaged and branded, so that consumers will be happy with that as well.
So who will be at the festival? You're encouraging us to come by.
Yes, so the minister is very committed, the Honorable Minister for Agriculture, he's very committed to this cause, because, you know, because of the Planting for Food and Jobs, he wants to make sure that we have enough rice to feed us. So he's very committed and he'll be there. There'll also be the Parliament Select Committee on Cocoa Affairs, Food and Agriculture also. And we have rice, I think about 14 or so out of the 16 are growing rice. And all you see representatives of all these regions at the festival. Plus there will be cooking competitions, varieties. There will also be people who will be displaying new equipments for rice and new ways of cooking.
And if you want to buy the rice, you haven't tasted it before, you want to buy it,
you will have it there. You have it there. In fact, this year we brought on board the Ghana Poultry Association. We are promoting Made in Ghana. So we've also brought the Ghana Poultry Association.
Rice certainly goes with chicken.
Thank you. So we are stepping up our game this year. And yes, so we are doing better.
Okay, well, thank you for being on our show. We hope that as many people, if you're watching us, please make your way to the Ifwa Sutherland Children's Park. That's where the festival is taking place.
So I'll be expecting you. Once you finish with your AM show.
Get my rice pudding ready.
I'll get it ready.
With some locally made milk. So
yes, they actually make pancakes. They make a lot with rice.
Really?
Yes, you see everything when you come to the Ifwa Sutherland Park.
So that's where I'm having breakfast. Please join us. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having us.
Is Mr. Kufuor eating the locally made rice?
Yes, actually, every year when we have the festival, once it's harvested, we supply him for the whole year.
Oh, really?
He doesn't eat foreign rice anymore.
Nice.
He's very passionate about it.
Leadership by example.
Yes.
Thank you. All the best for the festival. We'll come through.